What's going on, everybody? Today is going to be a quick tutorial on how to change the rear differential fluid on a 100 series Landcruiser. Check it out. This is one of the easier fluid changes with just a few steps. First, level the Landcruiser, then take out the old fluid, pump in new fluid, torque it to spec. You also just need a few tools to get the job done: 24mm socket, a torque wrench, 3.5 quarts of 75W90 gear oil, 2 new crush washers, drain pan, nitrile gloves, and some shop towels, and also a fluid transfer pump. Also, a quick note on the gear oil: I'm using 75W90, which works for a 2006 model year. Definitely check your owner's manual and make sure that works for you. If you live in a colder climate, you're probably going to use a different weight. This works for me in Southern California. All right, let's go. First step, level the Landcruiser. I like to just use the measuring tool on my phone to make sure that it's all straight. Next, you're going to use a 24mm socket. I just grabbed the impact to take that off, made things a little bit easier. I also use the impact to loosen that drain plug. Careful if you do that you don't spill oil all over your impact wrench. And a quick look at what the drain plug looks like. So there's a large magnet on the end of that. You're generally going to see a bit of a paste, and that's just metal collecting on the magnet. In my case, I had a few of these metal flakes, which isn't atypical either, but something that you want to note if you have any bigger chunks of metal there. Snug that back, and then you're ready to start adding the gear oil to the rear differential. I'm using this plunger style pump here. I think it's a little bit easier than having to repetitively pump one of those other gear oil pumps. It worked pretty well.
Okay.
You'll know that you've reached spec both from measuring how much that you're putting in, again it's 3.5 quarts, and by the overflow that you see here. So right when you've reached the line of the fill plug, you'll see just a little bit of gear oil starting to leak out, and then you know you've added just enough. From there, we're ready to torque everything back to spec, and that is 36 foot-pounds for both the drain plug and the fill plug. Here I'm torquing the fill plug and then tightening up the drain plug. And that's it, you're good to go. Toyota says the service interval for this is every 15,000 miles under special service conditions, which is if you're towing. Although I don't tow, I still like to change mine at the lower interval. It just gives me a chance to make sure everything is looking good with the diff fluid, and it's relatively cheap and easy. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any tips or tricks, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Later.